I'm having you on charges. You were treading on thin ice, and now you've just cracked it. Get out! You're off the fucking case. Do you hear?
Forget it, Mac. This stinks. The whole operation stinks. And I'm gonna find out why.
Good day, everyone. How y'all doing? Thanks for stopping by and tuning in as always. So let's go right on ahead. I thought about to just make this my next video as a follow-up from doing the previous video on the 2 Red Bull stuntmen pilots disregarding the FAA. Let's now get on to this gentleman here, Sir Trent Palmer's situation on why his license got suspended by the FAA for 60 days. I have my phone here with me. Okay. Pilot and YouTuber Trent Palmer announced on Thursday that the FAA has suspended his certificate for 60 days. According to Palmer, the issue dates back to November 24, 2019, when he made an inspection pass over a private airstrip on a friend's property in an area described as sparsely populated after having been invited to land there by the friend. Palmer says he opted to move on without landing due to the conditions of the strip. Video footage of the low pass was captured by a neighbor's security camera and given to the FAA, after which the agency contacted Palmer. In addition to 14 CFR 91.13 prohibiting careless and reckless operation of an aircraft. The FAA holds that he violated 14 CFR 91.119, 119 A and C, which cover minimum safe altitudes including allowing for an emergency landing without undue hazard to persons or property if a power unit fails and not operate an aircraft closer than 500 feet to any person, vessel, vehicle, or structure except when necessary for takeoff or landing, which I of course learned in my private pilot test prep handbook before taking my written. The issue went to a hearing, and according to Palmer, the administrative law judge, ALJ for short, ruling on the case, stated in his ruling that since Palmer didn't land the aircraft, the maneuver wasn't necessary for takeoff or landing, and since there wasn't a windsock or any sort of runway lights or runway markers, the airstrip wasn't an acceptable landing site. The problem here is the precedence or the case law that is established by the decision, Palmer said in the video. The problem with that is that by the judge or ALJ stating that because I didn't land, it wasn't a necessary landing procedure. Now that would basically mean that anytime we want to land in a new place, that will require inspection passes to assess the feasibility of that spot if there were any chance that you were within 500 feet of a vehicle, vessel, person, or structure. Knowingly or unknowingly, you would need to go land there for it not to be a violation, meaning there would be external pressures making us change our aeronautical decision making. Palmer maintains that he had the ability to conduct an emergency landing throughout the entire flight. He is appealing the decision and is able to fly pending the results of that appeal. He also noted that the FAA initially requested a 210 day suspension. All right, so what's my take on it? I just watched the video. I'll just put the link down so instead of the not react to it. I think that it's ridiculous. I'm saying on the FAA's part. I mean, he hadn't done anything wrong as of intentionally trying to, like, if that was the case, it wasn't. It was just all for fun. But like I said before, the FAA does not play. they call the shots. So I can say at the end of the day. So this is just another add-on to list. Oh, well, he as far as did a video reacting to Sir Trevor Jacobs' crazy stuff. Now that was stupid on his part, you know. But yeah, the FAA is looking at everything, all of us, up and coming pilots like myself, student pilots, current pilots, you know, in this industry, you know, and not as far as retired pilots, or for retired pilots that are no longer commercial, retired commercial pilots that no longer fly commercial, you might just fly for fun. Doesn't matter. They're looking at all of us. Anywhere all the way to retirement age of 65 for commercial pilots and up or down. You know? It's just crazy. So, but I'm with Sir Trent Palmer on this case. I mean, like he said, he had permission to, you know, land at his buddy's house, and the neighbors or whoever he said wasn't around, or afraid they had eyewitnesses, and they were saying, you know, need to know exactly how many feet he was away from such property, vessels, structures, house, and all this other mess. Yeah, so he said that as far as, you know, them FAA going through on this, it's now permanent as is. It's him versus them versus him, Palmer, and, you know, yeah, they're gonna look at this as people, you know, like, so. But yeah, this occurred back in 2019, so this isn't new. But he's just now talking about it. So yeah, and also to shout out to brother Russ Can Fly. He this is twice now him doing videos. Today's video and last Wednesday's video on stories of, well, last Wednesday's video was a story of someone who actually busted class airspace. And he said it was a Charlie Bravo. I'll put the link up, but saying just busted class airspace. And then in today's video, what can you do if you think you have busted such airspace? Bravo, Charlie. Only way you could possibly blow class Alpha, yeah, if you're at 18,000 feet or above. But with a small plane like that, there's no way the service that you can't go that high. But I'm just saying, class Delta airspace, that's another one you can't bust. Anything restricted in certain areas, you can't bust without getting certain said permission from not the FAA, but from air traffic control. So yeah, y'all, like I said again, I'm with Trent on this one. So that's a shame that this had to happen to him. And yeah, I really do. I'm with him on this one. All right, y'all. That's it I got on that for my channel. To your channel. Salute.
Gulfstream Entertainment, Michael Carter Studios and Productions.
Oh yeah, if you enjoyed my channel and video, check out these channels and videos.